is gearing for that after the results on census. One community that has been looking forward to this weekend's census is the Asian community, as this is the first time they are taking part after being recognized as the 44th tribe of Kenya 2 years ago. Figures from the 2009 census had the South Asia community at 46,000, but 10 years later, the figure is expected to be much higher. Shiksha Arora tells us the story of this community from the Orient, which traces its ancestry to the construction of the East African Railway line.
22nd of July 2017 is the day that many Kenyans of Asian heritage can describe as momentous. It is the day Kenya's 44th tribe was born. The Kenyan Asian community has been an integral part of the country's social and economic fabric since the advent of the railway in 1901. Like other indigenous communities, the Asian community is looking forward to be counted as Kenyans. Parveen Adam, a Muslim Punjabi, is a veteran radio presenter and anchor. She was part of the team that represented the Kenyan Asian community when the announcement by Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i was made.
The Kenya Gazette notice of Monday, the 21st of July 2017, that formally declares you the 44th community of Kenya.
Like elsewhere in the diaspora, Kenyan Asians have struggled with their identity. This recognition by the government now gives them a sense of belonging.
All the nationalities that are born here, people of Indian or Pakistani origin, born here, to include them and give them their rightful place in the society, which we never had as we grew up in Kenya. We never had it. You know, when I reflect on it, it gives us a certain amount of confidence and being part of the social fabric of Kenya. And now we know that we are just like anybody else.
Though comprising just 1% of the total Kenyan population, the Asian community controls a substantial share of the country's business sector and make a substantial contribution to the country's economy. Haim and Inderjeet Singh Bachu run a family timber business in Nairobi's industrial area and have interacted and adopted indigenous Kenyan culture since the early 1900s, during the construction of the Kenyan-Ugandan Railway under the British colonial rule.
My great-grandfather, he came in the early 1900s, and then my grandfather took over his business. It was a small business, expanded it. Then my dad, and then us, and now my son. So we're 5 generations basically into this country. So I say I'm a Kenyan, yeah.
As a 44th tribe, once we got told about that, it's a good thing to be included with everyone. Feel good, feel honored, and finally we're a part of one big culture that we've all grown up with.
Now, so I think
Bridge Raja, a businessman whose family has Kenyan roots dating back 4 generations, says Kenyan Asians have long been integrated into the country and have never felt the need to legitimize their citizenship.
100 years on, I feel 100% Kenyan. And I think it's because of the way we've integrated, but also because of the way we've been accepted and the way that our community has developed in Kenya. You know, Indians have always been welcomed and continue to be welcomed in Kenya. And this is what I feel makes Kenya such a special place. It's a place that is a melting pot of cultures.
Their recognition as the 44th tribe has now given the Asian community the impetus to actively participate in national activities like the census and shape the destiny of the country. For Kenyans of Asian heritage, there is pride and excitement ahead of Census 2019. Being Kenyan citizens for decades, there is now a true sense of belonging after being recognized the 44th tribe of Kenya in 2017. For generations to come, this act of symbolic inclusion will forever keep impacting the lives of Tribe 44 members. Shiksha Arora for K24 TV.